All right, it's what day is it? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Got off work, got him on the stand as you just seen. Gonna start tearing it down. I don't know if this is the right frame plug size. It's raining pretty hard. I don't know if they're gonna pick up on the audio or not. I tell you, I can't explain how nice it is and how blessed I am to have a shop like I do. I mean, this thing, for years and years I worked out of my driveway. I can't remember if I told this or not, but for years and years I worked out of my driveway. I built this truck, not this truck, my green one. I originally built the green truck in my driveway, and I tell you, man, my neighbors, Ray, the guy with the Bronco, his wife wasn't none too happy about me working out there all the time. But, because that truck was loud back then, real loud back then. And, anyways, once again, here we are. I said all that to say, I am so grateful for this shop. It's hot outside. I ain't got to worry about it. It's raining outside. I ain't got to worry about it. There's mosquitoes outside. I ain't got to worry about it. But I've done everything from a driveway. So not to say that you can't do it because you don't have a shop. That ain't true. That's how I used to do everything that I did. You know, I need to get a new drain plug. I know you can't see nothing, but hang on. All right. So I'm just gonna start with basic stuff, I suppose. Take this off. I need to get that fan off. I went to my buddy's to borrow a tool to take that off, and I couldn't get it off. And I'm gonna have to fight it. Let me try one more thing real quick. yesterday I think I was going the wrong direction. I did read that it was a reverse threads. I don't know if that's working. I feel like it did. I know it sure got my little hand pretty good. Yep, got her. Alright, I hope you can see some of that. Basically what I did, put the old belt on here and kind of cinched it up to where that couldn't move, and it's reverse rotation, busted it loose. So that was pretty. I whooped on that thing yesterday, but unfortunately I was going the wrong direction. So here we go. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Boy, I busted that old finger open trying to get that flywheel off, and I dropped it straight onto my hand. I should have never took my glove off and looked, but I did. All right, this power steering, that don't need to go there. That needs to go, let's see, put that back. Yeah, right there. Okay. Now we start taking some of the bigger items off that ain't got no business being on here. Could take the carburetor off. Oh, she's heavy. Heavy girl. Is this? Maybe I need to give that a whooping. I don't know. Not real sure why that don't want to come off. May have to get me a puller. And I got one. All right, I'm just mumbling. half. Of course, I done lost my half down to 13. You know, it'll get the job done. I've said before on other videos, I don't know what it is, but I cannot hardly set timing to save my life. And this little truck here was a nightmare for me. I don't know why. I just couldn't get it. I mean, I finally did, but I kept thinking, this is right, this has got to start, and it wouldn't start. And then, I don't know, I guess it was just me not having enough intelligence or something. We can go ahead and, I guess we can get you a new fuel filter. Splurge on that too, so it's gonna cost a little more than what I initially said. You know, man, you gotta try to take care of it. Let's see. Get that oil filter off. Get that dipstick off. I kind of like to cut this open. I may cut this open just see what's in there. Boy, it don't seem like I have very many threads on it. I'm gonna set this aside. I may cut this open. Somebody may want to see what's in here. Is that a half? Hashtag 13. Okay. I watched a video where what's his name? Wasted Paycheck Garage. He was talking about using a different dipstick. I don't know the whole story, but he had a lathe, and it was freaking awesome. He made his own part. I'm not quite on that level there of fabrication skill. Pretty slick. Dude's pretty good. Y'all should check out his channel. You know, it's wild because that Restore and Protect was doing something, because you see all this varnish here. The dipstick did originally look like that, and it was cleaning it up. So it was working on it. It was for sure working on it. Okay. Guess we take the carburetor off. Not really like a prediction, or what I'm hoping to find though, is when I get the pistons out and look at them, I hope that the oil rings are just completely seized up with and crusty. And if that's the case, heck yeah. Did I leave a bolt in him? I did, boy. I'm just trying to break it loose and make sure, you know, just checking to make sure if you were watching or not. Perfect. I knew that was gonna come off. I think I can reuse this gasket. Oh, dadgummit. As soon as I said that. Oh! Did she tear? Nope, that worked like a champ. Look at that. I don't know what. There is some funk, some orange colored. Hang on. I don't know what that is. If you can see it, it's orange. It looks like copper anti-seize, but I know it's not. It may be condensation. You know, this thing did have a major issue with condensation. Set that aside, get that cleaned up. Gotta get that carburetor off. I've said that 16 times already, and I still haven't took it off. Let's get that off. Hey, you know what? Let me loosen that tube thing, whatever it's called. Exhaust gas recirculation tube. It came off once already. I'm hoping it comes off good this time. Oh, I knew I shouldn't loosen that yet. Okay. Just taking this tube loose. I've never had this one loose. I don't know if it'll come loose. It actually sounds like it wants to. May not be any point in messing with it right now. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give him a little lemon spritz. So now soak him down, and we'll deal with that at a later date. This one here can come off though for now. Then we can, I've never taken an intake off of this. I don't know how it works. It's all intertwined and crazy looking. Boy, it is really raining outside. Well, I'm gonna say it. I may not actually do it. Boy, that does look like it was leaking maybe. No, it was sealing. Okay, good. Okie dokie. Smoky. Put all this over here. I'm sure that this... Oh my gosh. You know, they say the best never rests. That's an old Ford commercial, I think. I wish it would have rested on the amount of oil it was using. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about you taking a break from that. You alright? Take you a minute. Stop using so much oil. Okay, alternator, hashtag smog pump bracket. Whoa, what was that in there? Oh, I'm definitely gonna forget that. It's a weird little spacer. Was it on both of them? It was. Okay. Spacer behind the power steering bracket. I really want to get into these, get the head off tonight and just see what's in there. Get a look at these ports. I guess I'm just going to start taking these bolts off. Not real sure. Okay. Oh boy, these are, I don't want to say it, these are coming out nice. So you got an intake exhaust combo. Jeez. Goodness, come on. All right, I'm gonna probably put these in the old parts washer. These suckers are super nasty. I mean, I ain't got a legit parts washer. I do over there, but I've always been too busy to actually fix it. Had a leak on it. I got a little Harbor Freight one I can use for bolts and whatnot. This is the last intake / exhaust bolt. I think, you know, I probably better give him a little scan to see if there's something hidden, some little hidden jewel. I don't see nothing. Oh. Oh, and it just dips out of there. Well, this is actually way heavier than I expected. I may watch a video and see what the best way to take this thing off is. What's it look like? Good bit of oil in there. This was busted for sure. And that's around the intake. I don't know if it was leaking. Hard to tell just yet. I mean, alright, now we can pull the rocker arms, and I'm going to lay them out almost every time. You know what I could do? I could just move this thing of oil so I quit walking around it everywhere I go. I just keep tripping. Now I got to get the plugs out too. Okay. I don't think it matters if the rocker arm goes where it needs to go, but I have always heard the push rod and the lifter, which I don't know what the push rod, what it matters. But I'm going to keep them all together just to do it. I think I'm going to lap the valves in, pull the heads apart, put all the valve seals on them out of that little kit over there. And check just look at them, just see. I'm gonna do a little home job, I think. All right, now spark plugs. Let's go ahead and snatch them old spark plugs out of there. All right, it looks lean to me. I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but it's pretty white. Yeah, they're all about like that. Yeah, chalky. Huh. Could pull this little trap door off and pull the lifters out. Is it a 9/16 or is it a half? It looks like a half, but I'm going to try 9/16 first because I do it every time. Look at that. And man, we can reuse that gasket too. That's awesome. Wasn't leaking. Looks dry. Oh, I caught my leg on the toolbox. I don't know if I am going to reuse it just because I mean, I do have new gaskets. So, all right, let's pull these old lifters out of here. And these we will keep in order. Okay, let me pull these lifters out of here. I'll pull them out and then I'll give them a little look down and see if they have any kind of abnormal wear. Just got to work them a little bit sometimes. They're coming on out. I'm just glancing at them, and to me these all look pretty good. I don't see anything abnormal. I thought about maybe putting a camshaft in here or something, but you know what? This really is just about the only vehicle I own that's mechanically almost stock, but I even modified this one a little bit by getting rid of all the emission stuff. But I did that just for not drivability, but ease of. I didn't want to mess with all the carbureted computer controlled carburetor junk. I wanted something as simple as it gets. So far, this thing's proven to be the hot ticket. There we go. Come on out. Well, they look good. Are you moving? I feel like you are. I wonder if I can get a little... I hate to use a little pick, but I'm going to. I just wonder... if I can scoop him up out of there. There we go. Okay. Just wipe that on my shirt, save that for later. There's a little bit of wear, but it don't look bad. Alright, now the part I've been waiting for. I got all this tore down. Now I'm going to pull head bolts. Get all the head bolts out of it. First, let me go ahead and pull the thermostat housing and dump water everywhere. I did buy a new thermostat because this one hung a couple of times. Thermostat's cracked. I don't know why it matters, if it matters. Yeah, I'm going to change it. Sucker is cracked right here in this corner. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll deal with it later. Let's get this cylinder head off and see if all my dreams are about to come true. Alright, I'm not even going to ask my little impact to try this. We're just going to use Big Daddy there. Because he don't care. Dude, there is so much carbon or sludge buildup on the top. I can't even get to that one bolt. I think I'm gonna have to I'm gonna clean these. I think I can reuse these. I mean, I know I can. It may be frowned upon, but if I'm being honest, I've done shadier things in the past. I don't always have positive results, but it's a learning lesson. Well, that is like, it's crazy because it's dry underneath it. I mean, this thing must have sat for some time. I've put, I don't know, let me look at my log and I can tell you exactly how many miles I put on it, or close. I ain't gonna be exact. Jeez, what do you want from me? I can get close though. Well, this thing just loved being an oily mess. That's okay, because he, you know, we gonna get him fixed up. Yeah, I didn't figure they'd just pop off, but I guess I did figure it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have tried it. Oh boy. Okay. All the bolts out of this thing? Sure, man. I mean, it looks good. I don't know how much this cylinder head weighs, but... okay. Let's just set him up on his end here. Okay, first look, hang on. Let's get in here and... let me get a ratchet so we can spin him over. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of a ring groove, but nothing major. And I mean, hey, it don't look good. Look at that. Look at all that oil right there. Where's all that oil coming from? You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Boy, this sucker turns over easy. I mean, almost too easy. Boy, that thing. Oh. May have to do a little measuring. You know what? I'm sure it's going to be fine. Either way we go. She got a little rock. Yeah, let's keep going. Now my plan is to just smack this water pump pulley. Yeah. And that proves, you know, it didn't do it yet, but I'm pretty sure that that's the issue. Come on off of there. I know you want to. You supposed to get a puller? There we go. I was fixing to have to resort to name calling if that didn't work. Okay. Ooh. Snatch that dude off there. I don't know if I'm going to replace that or not. Really hasn't crossed my mind until just this minute. Oh, cool. Right into my floor. It's alright. I got another floor. Well, get off my ratchet though. I got a feeling this is fixing to get nasty. Oh, not that bad. Somebody's been in here with those silicones. I didn't see a whole lot on the cylinder head. I mean, I just glanced at it real quick. I can see it looks like the firing ring was all the way around good. And I don't see any major discoloration in the valves. This exhaust valve, which that's the front one, it was a little bit less white for what that's worth. Okay. Dadgum, I ain't never seen oil come out of one like that. Huh. Never have I ever. I'm gonna have a heart attack about this coolant everywhere. It's getting everywhere and I'm tracking it everywhere. Okay. Moving on, moving forward. Sometimes I've learned you just gotta want it. Now. Oh. That's probably pushing into the plastic cover. I don't want to do that. I say that's plastic. I don't know. That's 3/4. Got to wet my threads. Okay. Yeah, I'd say that was leaking a little bit. All right, now if I can figure out how to get this front timing cover off, which I don't think it's hard. I mean, probably making it out to be a little bit more dramatic than it needs to be. That's the wrong size. It's always the wrong size. I knew it was a half. I knew it was. But I already had it on there. I had to try it. Timing pointer. I'm going to have to give that thing a bath. I was going to say it's got to be some bolts in the front cover. Okay, I think that's it on that. Oh, no. These got to come off, I believe. These are a little bit shorter. Do they got to come off? We're taking them off because I don't know. Nah, looking now, I don't think they had to, but that's okay. Okay. My gosh. Look at, I'm sorry, I thought you were looking. Look at that. That is an incredible amount of just sludge and carbon. Boy, it's going to take me longer to clean this thing than it is to rebuild it, you know. That's all right. Hey, if I can do it for as cheap as I'm hoping I can, it's going to be a win-win. I really want to turn this over and see if I can find the timing marks. I'm sure that they're extremely easy, but it would just make me feel better to see them ahead of time. Let's just give him a little spin. I'll turn this on number 1. Okay, so we got a mark here and we got a mark here. So come around again till those line up. Bloop, just like that. TDC. Perfect, okay. Now, I don't know if this cam just slides out. I would think it would, but I've never done this. Let me just give it some, Will it slide out? I hope I didn't mess up and this has been turned 30 thousandths, because if it has, I'm going to be in trouble because the parts I bought ain't going to work. This is another first for me. I'm just going to take a pry bar and see if I can just pry it out, which may be stupid. Hey, I may need to just slow my roll, open up my Google machine. Aha! Classic. I see some cam retainer plate bolts right there. Glad I did not pry too hard. I'm going to say those need to come out first. And then I bet the camshaft will come out. Let's give it, gee whiz. All right, let's give it a wiggle. Yep, it's my wife. She told me to come eat. Oh, oh, oh. Ho, 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 it's magic. I don't remember. All right, here we go. Camshaft coming out. Oh, it's still good. Don't worry. I've dropped them before. You gotta be careful, baby. Golly. These lobes have got some things growing on them. It's so awkward because it's so long and one-sided and heavy. What's going on? I can't tell if it's... Am I jamming that? Yeah. All right, come on. Stop destroying the bushing, or the bushing. The bearing. Okay, we got him out. Listen, I ain't no expert. But this lobe right here, they all, not all, but man, they got a bunch of that on the ramp. And I don't know if it's hurting it. I don't know if you can hurt it. All right, I forgot to hit record. That's okay. Caught a good bit of my oil, coolant. I'm trying to get this oil pan off. Mama said it's time to eat. But I'm right there at it. I want to see a piston. Oh, sorry. It's right there in my sights. As long as I'm not forgetting anything, and I don't think that I am. Sludgy, but not as sludgy as I thought. You know. Sludgy. I mean, yeah, sure. Gonna have that on them big jobs. Man. Cam bearing got some wear. Oil pump bolt. Boy, these, I've got everything out here good and filthy. That's all right. Tomorrow is going to be a cleaning day, depending on how far I get done with this. If I get done with this, yeah, all day, just cleaning this thing up, cleaning parts. Just going to set him in here for now. Let's look at number one here. Is he lined up? He's lined up. He's ready to drop. Now, that is not the prime way to do it. Woo. Yeah. Bearing's worn down to the copper. I mean, that, you know, that's to be expected. Listen. Boy, that's got a little bit of hang up. Look how clean these skirts are. And this O-ring here is free. The compression rings are free. That ain't really what I was wanting to see. Not particularly what I was wanting to see. Let's pull one more. That bearing's wore out. I need to check the bearings and see if they're standard. I don't know. Crank looks pretty good. Dadgummit. Boy, the rings are good and free. I mean, even the oil control rings, they may be worn. I'm not, you know, I'm not denying that. Well, my concern now is that, well, it's got to be the problem, obviously. It has to be. What else could it be? And the crank looks okay. That knocking I was hearing, though, boy, I feel like that could be piston slap. The carbon chunks that are coming off the rings, though, I mean, look. These were starting to get freed up, but And that looks good. These are stuck. I just freed them up by jerking on them a little bit. They were stuck initially though. Two more. Let me get my hand in here and get it smashed. Oh, boy, I almost dropped that one. That one still had a little bit of life left in it. I feel like, boy, I felt the rings snap out on that one. Okay, but look at all that. And these oil control rings, I'm going to say that's the issue. Even if it ain't, I'm still going to say it is because I really want this to work good. I don't know if I'm going to take these somewhere and get them cleaned or if I'm going to clean them myself. I may just clean them myself. Anyways, what you missed, I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then as I was pulling 6, the camera died. The storage was full or whatever. But as I was pulling 6, it dropped out. And then these rings fell out of it. Boop, boop. And I said, all right, that's my problem. My compression ring, that's my blow-by. But then I got to sitting here looking at this old piston. And I'm going to be honest with you, that Restore and Protect really did a good job. Look how clean these pistons are. But look at, I thought this may be a little bit of an issue. And then when I turned it inside, it is without question an issue. Man, I am all about trying to do this as cheap as I possibly can. But I cannot put that back in there. That skirt is cracked. Almost all the way through. I mean, I'm just, you know, it ain't no good. And it'll keep me from putting it back in. Let me just... Did you see that? Yeah. Look at that line. I guess that was probably my knock. But the wrist pins feel like crap on just about all of them. And this piston for sure is shot. Now, I know it's probably going to need to be bored. And I'm not going to bore it. Because I honestly think it'll be fine for what I'm doing. That's a little bit of a bummer though. I'm going to go ahead and pull the mains, pull the crank out of it, and take a look at that. I can't tell you how hyped I was to have this thing going this weekend, but it's Thursday now, and if I order pistons right now, I won't have them in time. And then they really need to go to the machine shop to be... What the crap was that? They really need to go to the machine shop to be pressed onto the rods. Well, I have no idea what that sound was. Sure sounded like something fell. Ooh, dang, the main looks good. That one does. I mean, you know, good enough. I hope it's a standard, because if it's not, I'm going to be reusing them. Oh boy, these are clevites. You may have to put the old measuring device on that rig. Shoo-wee. That ain't what I was hoping for. It don't really matter. You can see on the bearings they'll stamp if it's standard or 10 over, or I don't know if you can see it. 20, I guess it'd be under. Where they'll turn the crank down. That's got a deep groove. The main feels okay, but boy, it got that bearing. Alright, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'll have to do another one. I was really wanting to do a $200 engine rebuild and just do it in a couple of days. And it can be done. It really can. But in this scenario, I may eventually sell this truck, and I'm not the kind of guy that can say, let me just put it back together like it is and sell it to somebody. I'd feel terrible. If I've already got it this far, it's not going to cost a whole lot more. I'm not getting fancy with it. I'm just going to get it bored, get a couple of, not a couple, probably 6. I will get 6 pistons, put the pistons in it. I'll check the crank. I'm going to mic the crank myself. If the crank looks good, I'm not going to get it turned. I'll go through the head to see what I see wrong with the head. And hopefully next weekend, I'll have everything, get it back going. Yeah, this really took a turn for the worse. I thought this was going to be a really good video of me snatching this sucker out in a couple hours, tearing it down, during my work week, and then in the weekend, slamming it back together. But it didn't turn out like that. She had quite a bit more wrong with it. But I will say, I'm pretty impressed with all the damage that was in there, and as loose as everything was, this thing never failed to start. It never gave me any issues. She had a rough idle. I really think it was a vacuum leak that I couldn't track down, but I'm going to track it down this time. And so, I'm pretty impressed with the little engine. I want to keep everything I have, but I can't. But I want to keep everything. This is a jam-up little truck. So yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. Stick around, because I'm gonna finish this thing up. It'll be real nice when I get done. I was really trying to pinch pennies on it, but it ain't looking that way. I mean, it's still gonna be cheap. I figure it'll come in. I bet it'll be under $500. I looked. You can get pistons for $130. Through Rock Auto, so no big deal. Just pistons and rings. I've already got the bearings. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Appreciate it.